Hello again. How you doing? Hope it's a nice day where you are, because it's rubbish here. Do you really want to know the ins and outs of the ZHIYUN Crane M gimbal? One of its remote controllers as well. I've got all this up here ready to impart to you, but you've really got to want to know. It's a bit sort of rambles a bit. Oh well, I will tell you what I've found out. I mean, since buying them both, I've bought them separately, so I've had to wait to pal them up to find out what was going on. I should say this video and its contents, not the house, just the video, and it's not my house, are not sponsored by Zoo-Yoon, ZHIYUN, can't pronounce it, it's Chinese, and I didn't receive my Crane M gimbal for free, nor the ZWBO2 wireless remote controller either. I paid for them. Money, moolah, dosh, Bobby if you're Scottish. I'm just a fan of the products. Ooh, I'm such a fan. But, dear Zoo-Yoon, myself, would gladly take anything for free from you apart from blows and abuse if there's anything going spare. Because I like everything you make. I just can't afford it. Oh dear. Now, you gathered from that I don't get paid for these placements. And so I'm no one's financial muppet, nor am I a puppet. I don't do it because they give me anything. I do this because I enjoy doing it. And if you've been following some people on YouTube, you know we don't do it for the money because it's stopped. I speak as I find. I'm a bit outspoken. If I find something I love, or if I don't like something, I explain why and then I say so. Hopefully in nice language. And even if this concerns an email I had recently, I mean, this is something I've got to tell you about. It's nothing to do with a gimbal or anything. Somebody asked me about the availability of Tartan Paint in Scotland. I kid you not, would I lie to you? Yes, I was asked this. So I made it my mission in August when I was up there to find out. I was a bit sort of sceptical. No, it's not spectacles, there's a difference. Now seriously, I took it all very seriously, and I shouldn't have done, because I tracked it down. They've actually got it in some of the Scottish DIY stores. That means do it yourself if you don't know. It comes in litre tins from the same store where you'd buy your glass hammers. They've got some of them there, and some rubber nails. That was beside the glass hammers. And it surprised me that they were all together. But anyway, I found it right there on the shelf next to the elbow grease. There was a big tin of elbow grease. So I found it. And something else I found there. Left-handed screwdrivers. I'm right-handed, so I didn't buy one. The store I used also sold all sorts of things you can't find easy. But, you know, like you want a long wait. Oh, you had to wait ages. In this store, everything was a long wait. Long wait? No, never mind. Many of the shops in various towns and cities that I went to, and I covered quite an area, mainly in Angus, but I went up to Aberdeen and I went down to Dundee. And I went to quite a few places in Scotland. It's available in different tartans, as you would expect. It'd cause a battle if they only did one tartan. So you can have any tartan you want near enough, and they'll mix it while you wait. The only problem is it's very expensive. Yeah, and very expensive. And the cost depends on how many stripes you want. If you just wanted it white, it'd be cheaper, or black, it'd be cheaper. But if you have a lot of stripes, well, you'll find out. Try and ask at your local DIY store. They can only say they've never heard of it, but I'm telling you it exists. You can show them this video. I've been there, I've seen it. You can only get tartan paint at one shop in a place called Montrose. I'm sorry about that, but at least you can get it. You could try a Focus store. I got my left-handed screwdriver for a Christmas present for a friend from one of them in Aberdeen. It's a long way to go for a screwdriver, I'll tell you, but left-handed. And it's sort of the same place in the oil. As you walk in, you turn right in this one in Aberdeen. And right in front of you, two-headed nails. How rare is that? A nail with two heads. Head at either end, so no matter which way you pick out your pocket, you've got somewhere to hammer. In the B&Q there, that elusive tartan paint sits behind the glass hammers and the long strings. Well, you know how long a piece of string is. And in home base in Arbroath, I found the tartan paint again. Not clearly labelled, but it was there. There was about 300 tins right next to the non-stick rainbow glue. And on the other side of it was that special self-cleaning paint brushes and rollers. You just shake them and they're clean. You don't have to wash them or change it. So, sorted. Got it right, got the answer, and I hope that helped you people who are looking for tartan paint. I call you the TPHs, the tartan paint hunters. It's there if you want to look. Now, where was I? Oh, my brain hurts. Yeah, I remember sort of the ZHIYUN CRANE M Gimbal. You remember that, do you? And the ZWBOT remote. The Crane M's a friendly giant, really, for all lightweight cameras, compacts, GoPros. I use action cameras. I sold all my GoPros. They're too expensive. I bought half a dozen action cameras instead, all 4K. Mobile phones, lightweight DSLRs and camcorders. You just have to watch the weights, and I don't mean the long weights. So if you're looking for a camera friendly stabilizer, either spelt with a Z or an S depending whether you're American or European, for your mirrorless or your compact digital camera, GoPro, smartphones, etc, 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 Crane M would be your ideal choice. It's exquisitely crafted, I like that word, exquisitely crafted by ZHIYUN for all levels of users. It's mountable by most camera models on the market. I say most with the weights, ranging from a minimum of 125 gram to 650 gram. You can put weights underneath. There's ways and means, because one of my action cameras is too light and a big penny washer sorted it underneath the camera. The Crane M is the first stabilizer in the world that realizes synchronous control of the camera through a connection of a dedicated camera control line. That just means it's USB mini, USB macro, yeah, for Sony and most Panasonic models. Yeah, I don't use it, don't need it, don't want it. One more thing for me to worry about. Problems. Through the simple design control panel on the Crane M, the controls on the handle, it can pan, it can tilt, it can roll. That one's funny, that makes you feel seasick. It can roll the connected camera, but also make zooming and photo video shooting controls work with it as well if you've got it connected and it works on that camera. So it's upwards and onwards with the video. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't tell anybody. If you do, great. You make my life worthwhile. Rock on, Tommy.